Alright guys, it's time to talk about MNT on the channel once again. Now you can see guys, it made a new all-time high today. Basically $2.81 is now the new all-time high for MNT guys. And this has actually pushed it to being the number 28 coin overall guys. So if we go here, you can see here on CoinGecko, this is the number 28 coin at the moment. That's amazing guys. I remember when MNT was much lower. Now, I've been talking about this coin for a very long time, guys. And yeah, if you haven't noticed it by now, it's almost too late, guys. Now, our last MNT video was down here. We were talking about a $2.13 all-time high. And guys, we are way above that in just 3 days. So we do have some support here, though, on the daily time frame at about $2.29. But guys, there's really no resistance going up here, so I don't have anything that I can say that would have, or make resistance here. Basically just the all-time high. And yeah, it has blown through this Fibonacci here. And guys, if we look at this, the Fibonacci would call for about a $4.50 MNT at the top. Now, that is actually going back, and I'll show you where I measured this from. I took it from the first peak basically here guys, and yeah, that's what it calls for. But seeing how fast this thing is going up, it's already at $2.81. Can it exceed $4.50? I think possibly. Now, I was calling for about a $4 to $5 MNT in the last several videos, and just seeing that we're almost at $3, guys, and this thing is just going parabolic. I mean, if we look at this just over the span of this is probably about 10 weeks here, it went from 71 cents to about $2.71 right now. So it's about a $2 gain. That's massive, when it's so low, of course. I mean, we're talking about just $2.68 at the moment, and it's gained about $2. So that's really crazy, guys. So can it exceed $4 to $5 or $4.50? Probably yes, actually. It wouldn't shock me if MNT would go up to about $10 or $12, actually. Now, I'm not calling for that. I still think, $5 is in the cards. $6, yeah, probably so now, and possibly 7 or 8, but it wouldn't shock me at 10 to 12. I'm just taking a quick look at the volume profile here, guys. Like I said, there's not really any volume that we need to get through up here, but the point of control is sitting about 73 cents down here, and you can just slightly see some volume candles here, but yeah, there really is nothing where we're at the moment. Now, looking at the Bollinger Bands, we did have some narrowness back in the midsummer, guys, in July. I wouldn't really call it a pinch on the Bollinger Bands, but is it helping? Probably yes, I would say. Now let's look at the daily time frame here. We do have a little bit of narrowness back here at the end of September, and I wouldn't say it's, it's not like down here, guys. So you can see this is a bit more narrow back here, bit more narrow back here, but it did, come together a little bit. It's not pinching, but it is a little bit more narrow than it was for some days here. Is it helping? Maybe just slightly. I would say the weekly Bollinger Bands in July look like it is pushing the price action a little bit more than here. But even that's kind of hard to say on the weekly time frame if it's really helping at all at this point. Now, looking at the RSI and stochastic here, both are overheated on a weekly time frame, unfortunately. But again, guys, I mean, look at this. We've just been flying since the beginning of July, so it's kind of expected at this point, but the daily time frame actually overheated as well. The blue line has just crossed the red line to the downside, while the RSI is still pointed pretty heavily up. So I do think it's, going to turn around and start heading down on both, though. Now, the 4-hour time frame is just coming out of this overheated territory, moving up on stochastic, but RSI is overheated and headed down. So we do have kind of a mixed signal there. 1 hour time frame coming down on both, just coming out of the overheated territory on both as well. And the 15-minute time frame just dipping into the oversold territory here on stochastic, probably just about to turn around, but the RSI is still sloping down. And yeah, let's just put this on a 4 hour time frame real quick. So it looks like we're just about to start getting like a little bit of a pullback probably. So I think the run is probably done for now. Now, if it finds some momentum here in the short term, I do think this $3 mark here basically will stop it. So you have the top of this Fibonacci, plus you have that psychological $3 mark, guys. I wouldn't expect it to get above that without some of these indicators like really resetting. Now, one more indicator to consider is the MACD, guys, and you can see there are some, dark green candles, and they're headed up here. The blue line is headed up as well. We've been kind of in a green period since mid-July, so it's looking better. It's looking pretty good here. It's pretty much at the highest point it's ever been here with this blue line too. So yeah, I think we're going to see a big wave here for MNT, guys. I think there's really a lot of demand for this coin right now. It's one of the hotter coins. I've been screaming this for a long time, guys. So, nobody's been listening, unfortunately. Now, on the daily time frame, we do have dark green candles here. They are getting bigger as well. If we go back in history, this appears it's probably the highest this blue line has ever been as well, too. Which I would expect, just looking at the weekly time frame. So, yeah, looking good, guys. In my opinion, on weekly and daily time frames with the MACD, the momentum is up. But of course, on these RSI indicators, they do need to kind of just get a little bit of a reset. Now, as I said before, guys, this is number 28 coin, so this is really, really going up pretty fast. Up about 10% today. I mean, that's not massive, but hey, it's going up. So max supply is this weird number we have here. It's not a flat number or anything. All-time high we just had 27 minutes ago, and all-time low, guys, 31 cents here. So if you bought it 2 years ago at this price, congratulations. You're up about 800% at the moment. And yeah, guys, I mean, if you want to find out some of this, the news that's been going on with Mantle, there's just it's a really active ecosystem. They do post a lot on Twitter. They keep the community updated. I really love this, guys. And but there is a lot of news here. If you go to CoinGecko, just check that out. And yeah, this is really going to be a hot coin. It wouldn't surprise me, guys, if this really goes up to $10 or $12. Like I said, if it exceeds that, maybe I'll be a little bit shocked, but we have to see where this goes in the next few days or so. But if it reaches $4 or $5 here, like in a week, maybe I'll have to up my outlook for this. Maybe $15. We just have to wait and see. But at some point this will probably slow down, I imagine, and take a little bit of a breather, like most things. Bitcoin having a good day today. It's actually trying to get through a couple of resistances here. As you see, it's just slightly above this resistance at 123,452. So we're sitting about $100 above that. We still have several hours until this candle closes, though. Now, if we go to the CME futures, we still have that gap below, guys. So keep that in mind. It's about a $1,600 gap, and it begins at about 111, let's say 400. And yeah, that gap goes down about $1,600. We have closed the gap from this weekend, though. It was about a $120 gap. That has been closed now. It wasn't significant, but hey, it got closed. Now, before I go a little farther in this video, you can claim some bonuses on my favorite crypto exchanges below. I have exchange partnerships with Bybit, MEXC, BingX, Bitrue, BTC, WEX, CoinEx, and guys, you can find Moodix here. You can get a free 7-day trial. And if you're looking for a cold wallet, guys, check out my link here with CipherRock. You can get 17% off your cold wallet today if you use this link, and you can follow me on X here. Bitcoin monthly returns, right now we're about 9% up in October already. Average returns is about 21%, guys. Now, keep in mind, we are in the most explosive quarter. So this is Q4, And you can see these numbers, guys. I mean, they're amazing. The average return for Bitcoin in Q4, though, is about 80%. That's the biggest quarter of all. Ethereum, guys, it's not bad, I can say. Q4 usually goes up about 22%, but, you know, Q1 and Q2 are the best for altcoins, I guess, because usually the altcoins follow Ethereum. So that's just my guess, though. It doesn't have to be, but that's what you can see here, guys. Speaking about Ethereum, we do have it breaking through the 44.80 mark at the moment. It did get rejection at 45.48 today, though, and just fell shy of getting out of this channel. It did have kind of a fake out, and it did fall back down yesterday into this channel, unfortunately. So let's see what happens tomorrow. I don't think this is going to break this channel tonight or even this resistance here. Things are, you know, pretty stable right now at the moment. Total market cap is headed up once again at 4.17 trillion, so that's nice to see. If we can close a candle above about 4.22 trillion, then I think we're going to see some upside. Now, if we take a look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, it's sitting at 1.71 trillion. So basically, it's just slightly above this blue line. That blue line is the monthly resistance that we've been trying to get above. Now, we need to seal a monthly candle above that. We still have about 23 days to do that, guys. So there's still plenty of time. But if we do seal a candle above 1.73 on a daily time frame, that would probably signal we're going to see a lot more upside. Now, my favorite chart, the Bitcoin dominance here, is headed down just slightly maybe, or it's maybe at about the same point it was in my last video today. But it is a red candle, so that's a good thing. But we did lose this week. Past week, I should say, the 58.61 resistance. Now it's becoming support for the dominance, unfortunately. But let's see, guys. I do think eventually we will head down, and we're going to see anywhere between about 48% all the way down to about 39.5%. And altcoins are going to go absolutely crazy, guys. USDT dominance has a slight red candle on the week, so it's just fighting between actually 4.31% and 4.18%. Now, 4.18%, guys, has been support for quite some time, since mid-July. So if we can break this, that would be a very good sign. So right now, we're kind of, we have a little bit of a doji candle, we can say, and it's right in the middle. So let's see what happens. I do think in the next couple of weeks we are going to break this, though. Now, the altcoin season index says 100 right now, guys. I don't believe it's 100. Back in September, if you look at my Twitter, I did post there was another 100 spike, and you can see that this spike is no longer there at 100. So I think this is just a glitch. But last I saw earlier today when I made the pancake swap video, it was at a 63. You know, I don't expect it to be above maybe a 65 or 67, but definitely it's not 100, I believe. Liquidation heat map here, $356 million have been wrecked in the last 24 hours, so that has come down actually quite a bit here. The fear and greed at a 60 right now. Next update in about 3 hours and 14 minutes. We did fall down about 10 points from yesterday. Bull market peak indicator sell top again. It says 97% here, but that is the altcoin season index, which it says is 100. So, like I said, I think that's just a glitch like it was in September. Like I said, check my Twitter if you don't believe me. Now, if you want to look at the Pi Cycle Top indicator, this is what it looks like. It's not even close to crossing. And according to this, it's at 60.8% progress. Now, tomorrow we just got a lot of speakers basically, and we have jobless claims, so not too powerful of a day, but let's see what they say. Now, the Moody's dashboard here shows sentiment is risk on. That trend is growing. We did have a very positive day today, so that's good to see. FedWatch Tools is calling a 93% chance that we're going to get that quarter point cut. And how many days? It's about 20 days here, so keep that in mind. It's getting closer and closer. Now on Polymarket, this is the chances here, or the odds, and it does differ a little bit from FedWatch Tools. If we look at crypto bubbles, looking pretty good today. You know, much better than earlier. I think we were totally red earlier today. But anyways, guys, if you want to stake your mantle, you do have 6 results here. And yeah, I actually have mine in Bybit, actually. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with friends. Guys, check out those links I have below. If you use those links, of course, I do get commission. I appreciate those people who have been using these links. It does help. You know, it scrapes together a lot of pennies. You know, would you just rather give the exchanges 100% of the commission, or would you rather give, you know, your favorite YouTuber, even if it's not me, use someone else's link, because it helps us out, guys. It keeps us motivated. It keeps us going. I really appreciate it, guys. And guys, I will see you in the next one.